A relentless and widespread severe weather outbreak is hammering the southern and eastern United States, unleashing a barrage of destructive hail, dangerous wind gusts, torrential rain, and flash flooding. From the heart of Texas to the edges of New England, millions of Americans are now under threat as this multi-day storm system carves a path of destruction across the country. We begin in southeast Texas, where massive baseball-sized hailstones began falling Friday afternoon, smashing car windows, shredding roofs, and prompting terrified residents to scramble for shelter. The powerful thunderstorm cells developed quickly over the Houston metro area, fed by intense atmospheric instability, Gulf moisture, and a potent frontal boundary.
Heavy parts pushing through right now.
As the sky darkened and thunder roared, social media exploded with videos and images of the surreal sight. Giant chunks of ice rained down on suburban streets, parking lots, and backyards. One resident in Katy, Texas, described the sound of the hail as a freight train of rocks slamming the roof. Another in Sugar Land reported, "I thought the roof was caving in. It was deafening." But the hail was just the beginning. A severe thunderstorm watch was issued for the Houston area and much of southeast Texas, with damaging wind gusts exceeding 60 miles per hour quickly becoming a second major concern. These winds uprooted trees, downed power lines, and caused scattered outages across the region. Streets in flood-prone neighborhoods quickly became rivers as rainfall totals surged to 3 to 4 inches in just a few hours. Farther west, San Antonio faced its own weather emergency Friday afternoon. The city was placed under an enhanced risk for severe weather, with forecasters warning of apple-sized hail and wind gusts topping 70 miles per hour. The intense storm struck between noon and the late evening, leaving a trail of damage in their wake. Emergency management officials issued multiple warnings urging residents to stay indoors and prepare for potential outages and flash flooding. A cold front sweeping across the region helped fuel the instability, increasing the threat and extending storm coverage through the night. Meanwhile, as the storm system continued to evolve and shift, central and eastern parts of the U.S. braced for the next phase of destruction. On Saturday, the severe weather threat expanded rapidly, stretching from northern Virginia all the way to southern New Hampshire. The National Weather Service highlighted damaging winds and large hail as the primary threats, but an isolated tornado or two could not be ruled out. Between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m., storm cells began erupting across the mid-Atlantic and northeast, bringing intense lightning, pounding rain, and pockets of flash flooding. This isn't just a series of isolated storms. It's part of a much larger weather pattern known as an omega block, which traps storm systems between areas of high pressure and locks them in place. The result is a prolonged period of unsettled, stormy, and in many cases, dangerous weather. Areas in the Northeast, including Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, and parts of New England, are expected to see additional rounds of storms through the weekend, with some capable of producing flash floods and severe wind damage. By Monday, all eyes shift back to central Texas, where the western portion of the storm system begins to regenerate, pulling in renewed moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. This will set the stage for another outbreak of severe weather, including the potential for very large hail, damaging wind gusts, and yet more flash flooding. Cities such as Midland, Fort Stockton, Lubbock, and Abilene are in the direct line of fire. Forecasters are warning that these storms could rapidly intensify into discrete supercells by early afternoon, eventually merging into dangerous storm clusters that continue into the night. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.